Good morning. This is Bobby Dupre with the Bobby Dupre Show, presented to you each Thursday morning at 7 a.m. And the program replays itself on at 3 p.m. on Sunday afternoons. And of course, many of you are receiving it by way of the internet, computers, iPhones, whatever, iPads. And of course, I mustn't forget to introduce my sidekick here, Andrew.
You're right.
And it looks like you're into a new role today.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm dressed up today. I'm involved with the St. Andrew Catholic Church cemetery tours, and I'm representing one of the older gentlemen, an old German, Mr. Emil Fry, who helped to design and to manufacture and to install the stained glass windows at St. Andrew Church. Mm-hmm. So this weekend, if you want to come out and help, you know, the old cemetery's got a bunch of the old graves, and the graves, I mean, they deteriorate. You're talking about
kind of like we
plus years old.
Right.
And if you want to come and help,
need to go see your doctor now and then,
that's
which you
correct,
did this
which I
week.
did that as well. But you can go by the cemetery tours this weekend, Saturday night, 6 p.m., 7 p.m., and 8 p.m. And then on Sunday afternoon, the matinee, 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Come out, walk around the cemetery, learn about the history of our area, people who have impacted our area. Only costs you $10. Come out and bring the whole family and have a good time.
I've visited it on 2 occasions, and very, very interesting. And as much as you feel you know about the area, there's always room to pick up. And even though you've been once, twice won't hurt, and you're going to pick up some new information.
You learn about the orphan train. I know last year before last, we even did Cornelius Dupre, your dad.
That's correct.
Was one of the featured characters.
That's correct. He was a character too. No, let me not say that.
That's all in the family.
Daddy was pretty quiet. I don't know where I got my loudness and everything else that goes with it.
Your mom could use her mouth when she wanted to.
Oh yeah, Mama was, we thought as long as Daddy was alive, she just sat in the back.
Right.
But when he died, we found out who had been pushing Cornelius along the way. And talking about Cornelius, I spoke to my nephew Cornelius, who we refer to as Corny amongst his friends and I guess family members. But Cornelius is back in the States. He's traveling all of the time. And I had actually called him. I had read where Dolphin Energy had been sold to the Hoover Group, and I wanted to congratulate him and ask him a few questions about it. And he told me that actually he's one of the larger stockholders. He accepted stock into the new company, and he's going to be very active. So he's all fired up. I mean, he stays fired up. This young man is something else, and I guess my nephews and my nieces, they have really done well. They have done very well, and early on, they used to say they watched my daddy operate a little nickel and dime store and always had a little bit of money ahead saved up. So that was a compliment to Daddy, and it still is a compliment for that matter. And I want to compliment him, and I also want to mention that the John R. Dupre Senior Library, which is being built, and it's almost finished in Port Barre, right next to the Port Barre Town Hall. I went through it when it was almost complete, and I'm advised that it's very, very soon, and they're trying to pick a date, have a grand opening.
And people over the last, 50 years easily around the Port Barre area either had John as an ag teacher, or had him as a principal, or had him as a superintendent, or perhaps he did some things for you at the State Department of Education. Right. I mean, you're very, very active, and of course all the lobbying work that he did after that. So impacted a lot of people. Yeah,
and I might add that Corny has been very generous. Has put up quite a sum of money to see this project come through. This has all been paid. The renovations and the equipment and everything, I understand, is being paid by donations and donations of the family. So it should be a nice facility. And libraries, again, I'm going to mention it real quick. They're used now more than they had been 10, 15 years ago. And I thought it would have just been the opposite. I thought everything would have been at the home, but there's still some idea, and some people, I guess, don't have fast
Right.
technology at
you
home.
could pull a bigger piece of pipe to the library than you can to everybody's house.
Okay, good. Wallace Trahan and his band will be at Toby's on this Saturday, the 19th. And we have a picture, but you didn't get it in there.
No.
No, I just took the picture.
Okay.
While you were having Steve and Andrew and Matt Gitros, they had to work today to get us on air. But thank God they found the equipment to patch the job up temporarily anyhow. And of course on Friday night at Toby's they have karaoke, it seems like every Friday. But this Saturday, Wallace Trahan, and they have good dancing music. So put on your dancing shoes. And Miss Shirley from Port Barry, Louisiana.
You got it. How about some sponsors while we're at it? Targill.
Always.
Don't forget about Targill Seasoning here in Opelousas, and Butcher Supply, Cutlery, Kitchen Supplies right there on Wartell Street. If you're looking to buy seasoning, bulk seasoning, if you're looking to buy the packages, they'll do packaging for you in the small shaker cans. You can bring your own artwork. They'll make a recipe for you. You can bring your own recipe. They'll do all that together for you. If you're a caterer, a cook, a camper, a home cook, everything, they've got all the seasoning and stuff for you there. And they got pie fillers, cake fillers, all the stuff that you do, any kind of cooking that you do, you can get the equipment there at Targill. And one more sponsor.
Let's go with Piggly Wiggly.
We can go with
show
the pig.
The picture we have.
How about the pig? If you want to go see the pig, they got 2 locations in Opelousas, one in Simmsport, Louisiana. Great fresh meats and stuffed and seasoned. You can go ahead and show Kevin if you like to, Steve. Kevin Doucette there, the owner on your left.
And on the right is Kendall Broussard, my partner in Timeline Builders.
Kevin's got a bottle of hot sauce right there. No, it may not be hot sauce. It might be a wrapper around another bottle. But it looks like hot sauce. They were watching the UL Cajuns last night.
That's right.
Whip up on
Mr. Jimmy Olier's home.
Whipping up on Western Kentucky.
That was an interesting game. We saw a team that looked like they were going to get the butts beat, turned things around by halftime, and came back and just ran over them. Is what they did. This quarterback in Lafayette is really known for his passing and his running ability. Well, let me tell you, they opened the hole up last night. The offensive line got to work. And they just wore that defensive.
Everybody.
They were in Bowling Green. You know what they do in Bowling Green? They manufacture Corvette automobiles.
You got one in your garage.
Garage that has a sticker proving that it was in the Bowling Green Museum, the Corvette Museum. How about that?
But if you want more meats, groceries, potatoes, everything you need over at the Piggly Wiggly, and don't forget about the Piggly Wiggly as well. If you're trying to get those kids to school, need some last-minute school supplies and that type of thing as well. You got composition books and pens and pencils and cooking type things. They got everything from the Magnolite style pots. They got the cast iron. You got cast iron that's coated with the porcelain. Those real nice simmering saute type pots. You can do all that.
And something else about Simmsport, Mr. Tommy Matty, who is the president of the Avoyelles port of Avoyelles in Simmsport, Louisiana, was just granted a grant of $1.2 million for improvements, and they are really getting excited over there. They have construction underway now with plans for further development, and of course they were also donated all that project that Canadaville had. They've donated 900 acres plus probably, what, 75 mobile home dwellings, 2 and 3 bedroom homes, all in excellent condition, well kept. And so Tommy and the board over there and everybody in that area, more jobs coming, more jobs coming.
You talk about the boxing reunion this weekend?
Yes, sir. We sure need to talk about it because it's going to take place this Sunday. And that's the inaugural Louisiana High School Boxing Hall of Fame induction and reunion. We're combining it. So if you were a boxer, or you were a manager, or you were just a spectator, or you have an uncle or grandpa that boxed, a friend next door, anybody interested, for $15 you can have a seat and watch this take place, develop in front of you. And also they'll have a light meal. It won't won't be a full sit-down meal or anything, but a good snack to take you, because this will be from about 2 to 5. So when you get there around 2 o'clock, between 2 and 3, we're going to meet and greet each other and renew our boxing, meet our buddies that we boxed years ago, and others that we've made friends since. And this will be taking place in Sunset, Louisiana, at the former rooster fighting pit, and they've really cleaned it up real nice. Karen and Jared DiMaggio, the owners, giving us a bargain, one of those zero bargains, I understand. And Robert Deranger is in charge of helping us through this procedure, and been very, very helpful. So everybody's really, really working. Don Landry, he's a workhorse, and he's a perfectionist. I know you.
Oh, I see the emails coming in.
Yes, sir. He is concerned about every movement, every step. We went through those steps last week, step by step, of how this will take place, where we'll seat, and where we'll seat the people in the wheelchairs, if there's any that attend. And I mean, we're trying to cover all the bases.
The event's at 2 p.m. You can buy tickets at the door.
At the door, if you're kind of late, and if you want to call us, and we'll have the tickets in an envelope for you.
$15 a person. That's
right. Very, very. And some people are suggesting you keep your stub, or you keep one of the tickets, or keep your ticket once you get in. And maybe someday your grandchildren will see this and want to ask you what it's all about. What event took place here? Right. Anyhow, I'm excited.
Talking about y'all coaches, I heard Mel Didier yesterday on the radio on 103.7 The Game. They were interviewing him about the big home run with the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's been the 25th anniversary of the big home run during the World Series. So. Just
had a call from George Bork, who is one of the inductees. He won't be able to attend, and it's not because of his health or anything. It's a prior agreement that he had with somebody and couldn't get out of it. And but the better half, Elaine, will be coming. The wife will be coming, and hopefully she'll bring Joyce Bork, Hewitt Bork, who was a boxer, so she fits right in. And Elaine is coming to spend the weekend with Joyce. So Joyce and Elaine, I expect to see y'all there, please. And of course, I've invited Kay Lazaro and Melba Crisp, two of my classmates, to attend.
Don't forget, this Saturday is the St. Hubert Squirrel Cook-Off Benefit at Willie's in Washington, Louisiana. 14th annual. It'll be music, a DJ, silent auction, live auction, great food and cold beverages, kids corner, BB gun shooting contests, and more. The money's going to go to Karen Ordwin Prudhomme, who's fighting with cancer, 57 years old. You may know about as a hairdresser and taught hairdressing. If you want to cook, registration is $50 a team. You can call 948-4362. Go out. It's a really great cause. I want to thank Dr. Carrie Thibodeau and Meredith Burley for all the good work they do every year on that event.
We have spoken lately about Glenn Armental on a number of occasions.
Just to give you a heads up.
Okay, well, I saw he had attended a fundraiser, a gala in Lafayette, and he's pictured here with two of my good friends and two young men who received my scholarships when they were graduating in high school. They later became attorneys, very successful attorneys, on the same scale, I might add, as Glenn Armental, and he's sitting there with them. I tried texting him to tell him that they had received my scholarships, and it didn't go through. I don't know. I don't like this new program, but I got on the iPhone.
We're going to take a 1-minute break. You can see us on the other side of one.